Welcome back guys to another video, and today I want to do some review on some leaks that I found online. I know I've made like 2 videos before this about leaks, but the first one was more of me recommending why I think the leaks would be good for the game, and the second one was just, you know, me going over some ALOLAN forums and like debunking why they are real or fake. But this is actually a leak I found online. And according to the leak, the first thing is that the Johto starters are not gonna get an ALOLAN form, neither are they gonna get a Z move, which is actually really disappointing because I was looking forward to an ALOLAN starter, what's called ALOLAN form, and also Z move, because, you know, the Johto starters, especially for me, are one of my favorites, if not my favorite starters. I also like the Unova ones, but yeah, that one was a big one that I thought was sort of bad. And yeah, the other thing in the leaks was that Tyranitar was gonna get a Z move, and this one I think it's actually really good. Whether it's real or fake, I don't know, because, you know, they're leaks. You can't really trust leaks. You can't say they are real or fake, because sometimes leaks do come true, as you can see on these ones. Because before I actually these leaks are pretty old, and according to them, the legendaries were gonna get new Z moves, new forms, which they did. So yeah, okay. Anyway. Next is that Girafarig is going to get an ALOLAN form. I know I put the Mega Evolution, but it's basically the same thing, just trying to demonstrate the same point about Girafarig getting an ALOLAN form. And then also that Skarmory was going to get an ALOLAN form. I did the same thing with the Mega Evolution thing for this one, but just trying to get the point out that, you know, different forms. Yeah, I think Girafarig and Skarmory are both really good Pokemon. Or like, not... Well, yeah, they're decent, but, you know, they can use an ALOLAN form just because, you know, they can use the boosts. And another thing, too, was that Noctowl was going to get an ALOLAN form that's Flying Ice, which I think this is one of the things that I would probably be most hyped for, maybe, because, you know, Noctowl back in Sinnoh was one of the things I used the most, especially in Pokemon Diamond. That was on my main team, and I know, I think Noctowl was Johto, but, Sinnoh was where I actually started using Noctowl and liking him, because he was actually really good, and he actually helped me beat the Elite form. Next up is, Electivire gaining an ALOLAN form, and, this one, I have to say, is probably my favorite one out of this whole list. This one and Magmortar, they're both on this list, but first we're talking about Electivire, and Electivire and Magmortar are like probably my most favorite 3-stage evolution Pokemon that aren't starters, because they're just so cool and they look so cool, and they we're supposedly gonna get ALOLAN forms, or even Mega Evolutions in Pokemon X and Y, but they never got them, so I felt really bad that they didn't. But after seeing these pictures of how, like, you know, they can actually become ALOLAN form and stuff like that, I actually really want them to, because, you know, they're one of my favorite Pokemon, and, you know, they don't get much love, because, you know, they get beaten by a lot of other Pokemon pretty quickly, because they get countered a lot. Next is that Togepi will get her own special Z move, and this one, I don't really know if it would break the game or not, because, you know, Togepi getting a Z move, I don't think it's really anything super important that, you know, like, ultra important, like, oh my god, last minute news, like, this would just be one of those basic things that they would add, but, you know, I guess it would be pretty nice seeing Togepi with a Z move. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Togepi, I guess, since, yeah, that's all. Next up is Mareep gaining an ALOLAN form, and this art I found, I actually really liked. I think it goes good with the darkness of Pokemon Moon, and I think it just like, you know, it's just like screaming at me Pokemon Moon, and that's what I really like about it. And I also like the way that the person used the blue with the black, since blue and black is one of my favorite combinations. Okay, next up is Artillery also gaining an Alolan form. And this one, I don't really know what to say about it, since it just looks so cool. I think it's really cool, the concepts are so cool. When I found this art, it was like Unova form, but I think it's because in the past there was like these Unova leaks supposedly that they were gonna make. So yeah. And then after that was that Milk Tank is also gonna get an Alolan form according to these leaks. And yeah, it's just basically, it just looks like a cow basically. But you know, in Alola there's like that farm, I think, yeah, where the Scoutlands, where you get Scoutland and Pokemon Moon, I mean Sun, or both of them. And yeah, I think it's really cool. It goes with the whole barn thing. I think you also need it with some milk tanks. Next is this is actually a really big one, that Mega Evolutions will return in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And this is one of the main ones why I picked these leaks that I found, because, you know, Mega Evolution is a big thing we're talking about here, and, you know, if these leaks are supposedly true and Mega Evolution does return to a Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, wow, then it's just gonna add some huge diversity, and like, it might break the game actually. And like, I'm hoping this isn't fake, because I mean, me, like a lot of other people, love Mega Evolution and were disappointed when it wasn't in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Okay, next up is that Red will play a major part in the plot. Also with green and blue, and yeah, I think this one is just one of those things that if you were fans of the original games, you would like really like or enjoy. I mean, I like them as characters, like in Pokemon Origins and that stuff, but I don't really have much to say how it would really change my experience for playing through this game. I don't really know if it would really change anything, since they're really just characters, but some people really like seeing their characters. Like, I think, yeah, like, it'll probably just give nostalgia to a lot of people, like when they added Red to Pokemon Sun and Moon, everyone was like, what? And I think they added Champion Cynthia and Ash too, so some people probably got traumatized. And next, which is also one of the big things with Mega Evolution, is that Pokemon will follow you in this game. And this is, if you lie about this, a lot of people in the fandom would get triggered. And as we saw in the trailer, I think there was like a Pikachu following some guy. So yeah, this is just one of those things that I'm really hoping for, and that's why I also picked this list of leaks, because I liked the whole concept of Pokemon following you behind. Next is that the National Pokédex will return. I mean, it just says National Pokédex, which I'm not really sure what it's trying to say by it. I'm not sure if the National Pokédex was in Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I think it should be. I don't know why it just says National Pokédex. It's sort of, you know, just scribbled onto this list. That's why we might think it's fake. Okay, next is that obviously Necrozoma would attach to Solgale and Lunala, as we saw in the trailer, and as we can see in the box art. This is one of those obvious ones. And then next would be that Tojdemaru. I don't know how to pronounce that, since when I caught these things, I just called them like my own nicknames. Will be the Steel type Totem Pokemon, which I think it's gonna add like a pretty big twist to the game, since I used to think they were weak, but it's gonna be good for some reason. And Mimikyu is gonna be a the Ghost type Totem Pokemon, just like Pokemon Sun and Moon. But the circumstances are gonna change, so you know, maybe the story is gonna change a little with it. Maybe we're gonna get more backstory with Mimikyu, since you know they've made a lot of like fanfic about it. And then at the end of the game, supposedly there's gonna be more gyms you can battle, and obviously I just have a picture of a gym here. and the new Ultra universe. I just have a universe here, but I could have gotten the picture of the Pokemon universe that was in their trailer. I just wasn't sure. I just thought this would be better. Okay, next was that okay, yeah, that some Pokemon will get Ultra moves, which I am pretty hyped for. I put a picture of Necrozoma here because, you know, Ultra moves, Ultra forms, Ultra beasts. Wait, get out of here, Breath of Wild. Okay, yeah. So the second to final thing is that you are going to encounter your starter in different circumstances, which should be pretty obvious since every remake you encounter your Pokemon in different circumstances. I mean, starter Pokemon, obviously. So yeah, this isn't really like a drastic discovery, because we sort of already knew this, and these are obviously leaks. But you know, this is one of those obvious ones. The final thing on this list of leaks is that Cosmog will not appear until the first half of the game, which, if you're like me and was actually really annoyed how they just randomly threw in cutscenes of this thing in Pokemon Sun and Moon, well, you don't have to see it until you beat half through the game. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Remember that these are leaks and they are obviously not completely real, or probably are not real at all. Just remember that, because I know there's gonna be some people that are triggered like, oh my god, you said these were real, blah blah blah. Like, okay, just skip to here. I'll tell you that these are not real, like, at all. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.